This is sponsored content. Let me save my title for later so I don't have to recreate it from scratch. Spire-like. Is Spire-like an okay thing to call a game? Does that sound too derivative? I think it's an okay thing to call it for my audience, right? It's probably something that people would appreciate knowing. It's fine by you? Well, there you go. Perfect. I've heard generally good things about Griftlands so far, but I have not played it and I have not watched other people play it, and so this is going to be very new for me. Let's see how we do. I believe so. We're going to be playing this every day this week. I believe that like halfway through the week, the next character's full quest line is available, but for starting out, we'll go with Sal. A bounty hunter with a chip on her shoulder and a glint in her eye. Sal escapes a life of servitude to claim the ultimate bounty and get revenge. Negotiation deck. So you have two different decks. You have a deck for negotiating and a deck for fighting. You start with this negotiation deck and get the chance to upgrade, add, and remove cards through your run. Upgrade progress 0 out of 6. I guess we'll find out what that means later. Improvise a card from a pool of special cards. Choose cards from a random pool to put them into your hand. Okay, and presumably this all means something, which we will learn later. We got a battle deck with defense and damage and discovering stuff and other types of damage. Hammer grip or saber grip. Oh, we have like stat swapping, okay. Looks like a somewhat complex starter deck actually. Mutators. Customize your run with a few of these. Okay, so that's something we can do for replayability. Don't have outfits, don't have card sets, don't have prestige. Let's go. Let's start. See what happens.
You're a bounty hunter. You escaped a life of indentured labor by hunting criminals and debt dodgers. The work has earned you your freedom, if not any friends. Criminals like Cassio, the ruthless debt broker who sold you to the Derricks in the first place. But now, Cassio's grip has weakened, and there's a bounty on her head too rich to ignore. You'll die before you go into debt again, and so will she, if you have your say. Your first stop is a dive called the Grogan Dog, where an old friend will help you get your revenge, provided you can prove yourself.
Negotiation deck? Is it negotiating time? At first sniff, the Grogan Dog smells like stale hops and dried blood. We can right-click or tab to skip, or we can click to continue. Well, look what the tide dredged up. Fish by the holy brine, I'd tear up if I weren't dead inside. How I'm going to do this is my first time seeing narrative stuff. I'm going to read through it, and then assuming that we like die pretty soon and have to start again and stuff like that, we'll just skip through the narrative stuff the second time around. I might summarize what's happening. It's damn good to see you looking well. You have a plan to get on your feet? I do. That bounty on Cassio. How do we forget it? You might have grown up strong, but you ain't that strong. But that's not going to stop you from trying, is it? If you want a chance at surviving this, you better make yourself some friends fast. I can help you with that. Knew I could count on you, fish. I feel like someone who has an entire name with no vowels must be a selfless person, because they've left all of the vowels for other people. She hauls out a flimsy old box sodden with some stain or another and invites you to look inside. Have a look in the lost and found. Something's bound to be in your size. We are getting a whale bonus. And a negotiation graph slot. Get a shrapnel grenade and crackler. So unfortunately I don't really understand what these do yet. Able to act for 3 turns. Each attack received decreases its delay until it reaches 1. Increases target panic by damage done. Destroy after 1 use. Okay, so this is a big impact battle card which you can only use 1 time. And so is this. Apply 2 wound, apply 2 exposed. So if there are like elite fights early or something like that, we could use those as sort of like consumables, like potions sort of thing. Apply 6 mending and replenish, destroy after 1 use. Lots of 1-time use stuff. I'm gonna go cranial incision for a negotiation graft slot. Don't know what that is, but yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Ask about. Ask about... No, don't care. Get work! I got people in my pocket who owe me a favor. Radana, Aurug, and Grex. They're easy people to find. Tell them I sent you and they can settle their tabs by giving you work. Get that done and I'll get you a plate of popped Oshnu eyes on the house. Unless you're Morty Hide Fish, I'll hold you to that. Okay, we got a whale bonus, basically. We are picking a job. Our jobs are quest available, early retirement. We can pick a card to help on the quest. We get 60 shills. We get a new card, Brain Gills. The next card played this turn gains 3 additional experience. Okay. And we are already here. We could go for debt collection. We get 55 shills and restore 20 health or 10 resolve. Okay. Or we have Sing for Your Supper. 50 shills and 30 more shills. Let's grab this thingamajig that gives us additional experience. Expend, remove this card for the rest of this negotiation. Replenish, when this card is drawn, draw another card. Ooh, okay. So it's like you use it once per negotiation to upgrade your cards, sort of thing. It's like a lesson learned-ish. Was I meant to like choose a card? It said choose a card to help you, but then I didn't. Krog approaches you. Well, maybe I was meant to do that. Wearing a smile like a grease stain. I bet you love a good thrill. Fancy a wager? A wager? What kind? Just a game of chance, friend. I'll flip this shill and you call it in the air. Double your money if the fates are on your side. So we are literally just coin flipping. I will bet nothing. Their odds and me are usually at odds. I think I'll keep my shills, but I appreciate the offer all the same. Huh, fair enough. Don't forget to live a little down. Krog leaves, flicking his coin as he goes. Was that? Oh, so we were traveling and that was like an event while we traveled. I understand. Gotcha. Until today, yeah. I'm not looking for spoilers. I'm not looking for backseating. I'm looking for me to discover the game, and I'm going to talk through my process of discovering the game with you all. And yeah, hopefully that'll be enjoyable. But it gets a little bit crazy if everybody is talking at the same time and stuff. Grex is hoping to get Pazlock fired so his friend can take over. Grex just needs your help making it happen. Okay. So we're trying to get Pazlock fired, and this is our friend? It's easy to feel sorry for someone with a face like Grex's. At least Grex thinks it should be. The human looks you up and down in suspicion. Opportunity, early retirement. I'm here on business, actually. You wanted a hunter? Alright. A friend of mine is coming to town and they need a job. Unfortunately, all the best jobs are taken, often by unqualified dreck. Paslock in particular. I've written letters of complaint to his superiors, but nothing's been done. Wow, after you wrote letters of complaint and everything, right? My friend needs that job, so I want you to get Paslock fired, with force if necessary. Yep, I accept. Choose negotiation card to add. Remove target's composure, lose 1 influence, double your influence, and gain 3 vulnerability. This card will reduce your opponent's resolve by a value in the range shown. And influence, all diplomacy cards deal maximum damage. Influence is an argument with 2 resolve. I wonder what resolve is. We'll find out soon. Composure reduces resolve loss for 1 turn. Go low blow. Seems like it just has the big numbers. Sure, why not? Should be an easy task. Yes, well, it hasn't been anything my shrewd business reviews could fix, but hopefully you'll fare better. Done. Open map. Where are we going? Make Paslock lose their job. Get Paslock fired. Kill him. Or convince him to leave his position willingly. Okay, one of those options seems a little bit extreme compared to the others. I don't know. Proprietor, worker, early retirement. Let's try to get Paslock fired by talking to this fellow. What Rudana has sacrificed in scruples, he's made up for passive aggression. Day to you. Pay Rudana to help you? Nope, not paying you. It's hard to believe Halit has a reputation for being a bit of a Casanova, but then you always were immune to such charms. Didn't think my day would involve a grifter dealing. Pay Halit to help you. No, I'm not paying people. Horen has the face of someone hard done by an almost done. Turn to look the other way, turn to help you. No, I have no interest in paying people. Alright. Some folks look like they can handle the rough life more than others. Paslock, yeah, he'll do. Paslock nods. An acknowledgement of your presence, well, it's a start. Convince Paslock to leave their job. 30 resolve versus 20 resolve. You work here? It's kind of a dump, ain't it? Is it? Fight! Negotiation tutorial. You're about to negotiate for the first time. Would you like to see a quick tutorial? Yes.
Each turn, you draw 5 cards from the draw pile and use action points to play them.
We have 3 actions. We have 5 draws. Okay.
You win a negotiation by destroying your opponent's core resolve. Your resolve carries over between negotiations. If you have no resolve, you can no longer negotiate. Your opponent's intents for the next turn are shown in their inner ring.
Okay.
You and your opponent can deploy arguments to help win the negotiation. Arguments can be attacked or defended like the core resolve.
Okay. So my opponent intends to call 4 resolve damage to one of my arguments and deploy an argument against me. Both occur in 1 turn. They are going in a circle, and I don't know why, but they are. Reduce your opponent's core. Gain 2 composure whenever cell creates a new argument. My opponent creates 2 composure. Composure protects arguments against incoming damage. Okay, so composure is defense. So we want 1 defense. We want to probably threaten and fast talk. Is this like a special ability? Gains 2 composure whenever Sal creates a new argument. This is a core argument. Do I have a core argument? Sal's Savvy is my core argument. If my core argument's resolve reaches 0, you lose the negotiation. You gain 1 composure at the start of your turn. So that was, we've got like a mini metallicized type thing. Alright, just slowly working out what the things mean. So we want to threaten. And we want to fast talk. Interesting that there are damage ranges on the cards. And we want to end our turn. Okay, so that was turn 1. Now you have another argument. Ooh, so it's like you're making like planeswalkers in MTG or something almost. So I have to choose whether I'm going full face or... Okay, gotcha. Low blow, remove target's composure. Well, this card seems really good compared to the other ones. Does my upgrade progress increase every time I play the card? Oh, it does. I wonder what stops me from taking a really long time in fights then, like all the time. We'll find out soon. We got 4 damage incoming and we actually don't have a block card, do we? Influence is an argument with 2 resolve. All diplomacy cards deal maximum damage. Okay, and this is a diplomacy card, and this is a hostility card. And attitude gives us dominance. Hostility cards deal an additional 1 damage reduced by 1 at the start of your turn. Dominance is an argument with 2 resolve. So what I could do is I could grab dominance. I would always deal enough damage with a low blow to kill this, if I even care about that. I could also just go face. Maybe just go face. Let's take a look at what this does. Apply 3 composure. That seems decent, so we get a block card. And then so if I have a different argument, let's see what happens here. If I grab this other argument, which I throw here, where do I throw it? Dominance is an argument with 2 resolve. Whoa. Hold on. Was that just for that one? When I play it, it deals damage to my opponent? I wonder. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna threaten here. Now what I'm curious about is whether... I think when I end turn, this can hit this and kill it. Oh, but it hit my character. But my basic argument went away after 1 turn. Right! Yeah, of course. It said that it would. The other one was the one that stayed forever. Okay. What are we doing now? 4 damage. Deploying an argument against me in 3 turns. Deploying an argument against me in 1 turn. Okay. So another turn for a block card plus some damage. Insert inspiration or attitude. All diplomacy cards deal max damage. So let's block. Let's go. I guess this deals 3 and this deals 4 on average. So let's take the 4 damage average. We high rolled for 5 there. You've added Bone Tired. When dismissed, Pazlock loses 6 resolve. Why would you do that? Wait. Oh. Am I confused? Will apply composure to random argument. So you've made it 2 resolve argument. But when you lose it, you lose 6 resolve. Why does it say it has 13 out of 20 resolve when it only has 8 resolve? So if I do that, that's what I thought it said. I'm confused by that decision, Pazlock. Why did you do that, Pazlock? Seemed like an odd choice. I am generally not looking for your answers. I'm generally hanging out here and learning the game on my own and chatting about the things that I find interesting and, you know, just having a new player experience. The problem with having all of my questions answered as a new player is I don't necessarily get a chance to learn things for myself, which means I might not, like, internalize things properly. And also, if I'm looking to, like, a bunch of people in chat to answer my questions, like, I'm not always going to get the right answer, unfortunately. Maybe you're a person who would always give me the right answer, but I can't tell who's going to give me the right answer and who isn't, so it just doesn't really help that much. Pick a negotiation card. Choose one of 3 negotiation cards. We could grab another low blow. Brainstorm. We could skip for 10 shills. Double your influence, gain 3 vulnerability. Well, low blow worked pretty well last time. All resolve losses increased by 1, reduced by 1 at the start of your turn. Double your influence. Influence all of diplomacy cards deal max damage. Influences an argument with 2 resolve. I don't understand what that means yet. I'm going to take low blow. Impress me with something interesting. And someone of your skill set can do better elsewhere, right? There's got to be loads of opportunities available. You could get a job with benefits or heck, even a raise. Hey, you know what? I could. Yeah. Pazlock throws his work badge on the ground. I'm desirable. I'm skilled. I don't get a stand for this. The future is the limit, baby. Pazlock saunters off to enjoy his newfound freedom, but not before throwing a rude gesture toward his colleagues. Done. Boom. Open map. We're out of here. Telegrax, the position has been vacated for his friend. Yep. Hello. Job's done. Pazlock's out of work. Well, that's great news. Hey, meet Ekel. She's gonna do a real bang-up job. Nice to meet you. Thanks for the job. Now, go get to work, you lazy Ashnu. Rude. We got 60 shills. Ekel likes us. We got a Brain Gills for our negotiation deck. Thank you. I think. Seems like a card that doesn't have too much of a downside, at least none that I know about yet. Baron Catan, thanks for 200 bits! 1 additional month of quarantine announced in France. Well, it is good at least that something is being done, right? Or at least perhaps nothing is being done. Open map. We have a negotiation deck and a fighting deck in this game. There are negotiations and there are fights. Challenging quest. Focus on combat. Lasco wants you to track down and capture Spearin, but has been cagey about the details. Graft. Pick a graft from a random draw. I haven't learned what grafts are yet. View grafts. Grafts sound as crude as they are, salvageable on vagrant tech and plugged straight into your spinal cord. They come in wholly advanced and black market bootstrap varieties depending on your resources. Okay, so we need to actually get some of those. for them to do anything. Relationships. We know Grex, who likes us. And we get bonuses depending on... Okay. Why are you at hate cell 1? Oh, you hate me because I'm trying to kill you. Right. that's probably it. You vaguely remember that part of the story. And it wants you to clear out some beasties from a desolate beach. We get extra shills. There's something special about this place. You could go here and gather your thoughts and strengthen your resolve. Recent fight took place here. Perhaps there's still some treasure to be found lying around. Travel insurance. Upgrade a card. Upgrade a negotiation or battle card. Let's take a look at our negotiation deck. I'm interested. Okay. So I wonder what happens if we just spend the entirety of the first fight upgrading all of our cards. I wonder if like our enemy gets really strong to stop us from being able to do that. I think they only upgrade once. But I'm a little bit getting the vibe that that might be a thing that you deliberately do at the start of the game, is delay fights for a long time to upgrade cards. The game is in early access and you can get it through the Epic Games Store, and I was told that if you buy the game in the Epic Games Store, you'll be given a key for it on Steam when it comes out on Steam, which I believe is in June. That is what I have been told. I think that's legitimate. I don't have a contract that says that, but that's what I was told. So, I believe that's real. So I want to do like an easy combat. I want to do an easy combat. We can check out our combat deck and we can see if it's actually like feasible to delay fights for a bit. So you're the person who's giving me this quest. It looks like some people are like, oh, buy cards. Card shop. Your random cards in hand cost 0 until played. Replenish, destroy after 1 use. Gain an action, replenish, destroy after 1 use. There seem to be a lot of battle cards that you destroy after 1 use. It's interesting. Let's check you out. You've returned. I've been here before. Really? I heard you have need of a hunter. You heard right. I got a big delivery today that's going to make my career the target of every bandit in Murder Bay. So I want you to go with him and keep him and the delivery nice and safe. Gotcha. Alright. Choose battle card to add. Draw 3 cards, gain 2 counter. Counter, deal 1 damage back to the enemy when hit. Remove all counter at the beginning of your turn. Discard a card, gain actions equal to its cost plus 1. So this is like a concentrate sort of thing. This card was improvised. It costs 0 until the end of the turn. How does one improvise? Choose cards from a random pool and put them into your hand. Okay. Piercing is Nord's damage blocked by defense, prevents attack damage for this turn. Yep. That seems like a really high damage attack. I'll take that. If it comes to it, the courier is worth more to me than the delivery, but the client probably won't agree. So, good luck. Wait, did you just say the courier was worth more to you than the delivery? How heartwarming. As you're passing by a bubbling tar pit, you hear a high-pitched whine from somewhere nearby. Looking around, you spot a lone coyote pup struggling in the clotted black mud. Awoo! Untrained pets help you in combat, but are at disadvantage in negotiations. I was told, it was recommended to me that I get some pets, so Let's try getting a pet. I'm coming to get you, buddy. Don't be scared. You anchor yourself to a nearby stump before stepping carefully into the tar. Freeing the pup is a labor, and you choke down the sour air of the tar pit under the exertion. Lost 12 HP. Ouch. Back on dry land, the pup finds a clean patch of skin above your brow to lick with its scratchy tongue. Yap! Ugh. The pup cocks its head in concern. It's fine, maybe you could just keep it to yourself next time. Yorp, yeah, you're coming with me unless you prefer to stay here in the tar pits. Norp. That's what I thought. Let's go then. We have a new party member named Meatloaf. And that presumably means something. And okay, it has 18 HP. Presumably when we get into combat, Meatloaf will show up and help us. So you need travel insurance, Fish likes us and can give us healing, but I'm good. I'm alright. Apparently Rano lost the hearing in her right ear knob after a swamp gas explosion. Fortunately she hears extra well out of the left one. Come to distract me from my drink, best have a good reason. You the escort, hope you're sturdy. The last one only made it a week. Encouraging words, I'm sure we'll be fine. Gain cards, slurred speech, and tipsy. That's okay. Ready to go. Encouraging words, I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's get going. I just remembered. I was told. Oh no, I don't know where it is. Streaming mode. Safe area for streaming overlay. Alright. That should make sure that there's nothing that I'm sitting in front of. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. Done. Travel with Rano to the buyer. Uh-oh. Listen up, Grifter. We don't care about you. We just want the package. And why would I give it to you? What are they paying you? I guarantee we'll pay more. How does 62 shill sound? I will kill the courier and accept their offer. Holy fuck. That's just presented. That's just presented as one of the options. All right. It's a little bit cutthroat. It's a little bit cutthroat. And apparently that doesn't even like have a battle involved. Just get the money. So we could negotiate to make the thief back off. We could fight. This is an aggressive action. Gain cards aggressive. While this is in your hand, gain one less composure from manipulate cards. Destroy. So an aggressive action makes my combat deck a little bit worse. Basically, like that's like a slime type card until I get rid of it. It has a curse effect. Something like that. I'm gonna go negotiate again. I'm sure you can find someone to sell you what you need, but this one's staying with us. There's only one way this can go. What is that thing? Haha! Okay, what does this mean? Argument untrained yoked. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 2 damage. Modifiers applied, short fuse, and flustered. Flustered. Count times 2 reduces damage by 33%, reduced by 1 at the end of Merc's turn. Merc is gonna hit one of my arguments for 1 and one of my arguments for 3. Merc has a short fuse. Reduce your opponent's core arguments. Increase all damage by 1, increase by 1 whenever you dismiss one of Merc's arguments. So Merc, like, hits pretty hard. Basically what I'm hearing. But it looks like my attacks are dealing extra damage. Why is that? That's because of something. And I don't know what it is. These are all dealing 1 more damage than usual, right? I'm not crazy? I don't think I'm crazy. So this seems like a difficult fight to stall out super long. Let's look for a defensive card. Intercept 1 flustered. This effect is added to your opponent's arguments. Incept 1 flustered. Okay, we'll learn what fluster does at some point, but not yet. I got a couple of block. Let's hit you with a fast talk. I'm gonna do this thing I was talking about where I'm trying to upgrade my cards. We'll see how that works. So you're gonna hit. Oh, I took damage. I'm so confused. Argument Untrained Yote. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 2. That's one of your arguments? Okay, I thought since it was about my thing, it was my argument. But actually the fact I've brought an Untrained Yote into this combat is causing my opponent to have an argument called Untrained Yote, I believe. Like maybe they'd have a different sort of argument if I hadn't. That's fascinating. Your dog smells bad. Rude. Merc is deploying an argument against us. Reduces damage by 33%. Reduced by 1 at the end of Merc's turn. So that's reducing your damage by 33%. Oh, so it's like you're weak. That's what flustered is. I understand now. But you won't be weak anymore after this turn. Okay. Let's block. I'm still gonna take 1, it looks like, but I'm gonna say that's all right. How do I gain more actions? I wonder. You're no longer weak. You have escalation, which is a picture of an escalator. Increases count when a hostile card is played, adds +1 damage to all intents. This is hitting me for 3, that's hitting me for 6, so damage is incoming. It's like a gremlin knob fight or something. Let's go Brain Gills. Gives an additional 3 experience to our Threaten? Which only hit for 2! Oh no, that's the worst possible roll. Upgrade is ready. That's the worst possible roll. So it's 50-50 on low blow here? Or we could take 6. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Okay, how come that got up to dealing 8? Reduce your opponent's core arguments, resolve to 0. Increase all damage by 1, increase by 1 whenever you dismiss one of Merc's arguments. Right. Increases count when a hostile play. Oh, so he's dealing more damage as I play these. Understood. Understood. Gotcha. Okay. It's unfortunate. Well, we took some damage there. Negotiation successful. Pick the loot you want to keep. Pick the loot you want to keep. Does that... I can take both though. I was wondering if I was having to choose between... Place a card from your discard into your hand. If this card dismisses an argument or bounty, gain 1 dominance. Attack a random target. Play evoke with play 4 hostile cards in a single turn. Play this card from your hand or draw pile. Or draw pile? For free when the requirements are met. Well then. I'm not sure I can currently make that happen ever. Let's go for a press, maybe. A negotiation upgrade, threaten. Upgrades. And we can choose between 2 upgrades. Attack with this card twice, which deals on average 3 damage, or this one deals on average 3.5 damage. But this one presumably scales better with other stuff. Like anything that makes it deal 1 more damage, all of a sudden this is dealing 5 average versus 4.5. Interesting. I'll take the bigger numbers first. So getting an upgrade on that card seemed like a really big deal. Fine, but don't think we couldn't take it if we wanted to. GG, good fight. What can I help you with? Krog sent us. We have a delivery for you. I thought that might be it. Can't be too careful, though. Rano hands the package to Alin, who responds with a sack of jingling shills in return. Extort Alin for more money. And we get experience? Of course, the roads are dangerous out there. Extra precautions had to be taken, so there's going to be a transportation fee too. Oh yeah, and how much would that be? Well, since you're a loyal customer, you get a preferred rate, 40 shills, because we like you. Okay, so I believe the yote is actually legitimately... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. It's a 5 resolve argument, which is like flustering you. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. What do you do? Add a kickback card to your draw pile at the end of Alin's turn. Kickback deals 2 to 5, pay 10 shills. To my draw pile. I have to pay chills to play it? Huh. Well, I don't have block, so let's go... Smork. Ooh, the high roll. Okay, so I have that in my deck now. We got 3 incoming plus the 1 there. And you're getting an argument next turn, no problem. Let's just defend and attack twice. What's this? When dismissed, draw 1 extra card at the start of your turn. Oh no. They're like only block cards. But we could just block here. We can also go quick thinking for something. Deploy bait. Must be targeted before anything else, gains 2 resolve for each count. Bait is an argument with 0 resolve. Gains 2 resolve for each count. I wonder what count is. I don't know. Bad deal. Pay 15 shills if you end your turn with this card. Take 8 damage. Oof. So I'm like getting my deck flooded with mediocre cards here, I guess. I'm getting hit pretty hard. But, oh, nice high roll. I think we got sort of the best possible outcome there-ish. Level ups are coming along. I almost have a better block card. Only 3 block cards in the deck. So probably I need more of those. If we get offered a block card here, maybe it'll be good. Gain 1 action for every 3 cards in your discard. Second wind. The damage of the next card played is doubled. Expires at the end of the turn. Double composure on all arguments. So that's like entrench-ish. Okay. I can right-click these to see their upgrades. Cool. I'll grab a second wind. It seems like that will eventually be a pretty good card. After all, how often do you get service with a smile in the Griftlands, huh? Use it to smile when you're serving it with a grift. More like, alright, I'll pay it, but tell Krog this is the last time I pay any hidden fees. Gladly, I'll even deliver the message for free. Pocket the extra cash. Start smiling as you leave. Did that make you hate me or anything? I am curious. View relationships. Not yet. Looks like. Return to Krog with the payment to claim your reward. You are Krog. You are Krog. Receive payment. Thanks for your help today, Sal. You're welcome. Krog likes you. Yay. Rano left the party. Goodbye, Rano. Rano was good. Rano was weakening people on turn 1. We liked that. We got paid 50 shills. We get a quest bonus, upgrade a card. I haven't played a battle yet at all. Let's upgrade a negotiation card and upgrade the second wind that I just grabbed and make it draw me a card. If this is like Slay the Spire but with 2 decks, that means it has to be twice as good, right? 4 times. 4 times is how the math works there. Ooh, it's nighttime. We've been keeping busy today. Fish has a special job for you. Okay. Healing Spring. Nah. Get Hip Flask. Gain 1 influence. Expend. Destroy after 3 uses. I don't even have any diplomacy cards. I just have the starter diplomacy cards. It doesn't seem so great at the moment. Alright, let's check out this special job for me. Fish greets you enthusiastically. Sal, I've lined up a great opportunity for you. Those two over there are night merchants. They sell rare goods you can't get nowhere else, and it just so happens they need your help. You can only be in one place at a time, but either will get a leg up you sorely need, kid. Go tell them I sent you and ingratiate yourself. Just be warned that they're both persnickety so-and-sos. You're probably going to choose off the one you don't pick. Sounds neat, thanks, Fish. Oh, there are so many people here. Look at all of these people. Share a drink. Gain 10 resolve. I wish I could see what the cards that I'm gaining are. Buy a drink. Eat one of the fish cakes. Buy cards. Let's look at the cards. I feel like we should probably like always be looking at the cards. So these are consumable cards, all of them, and I don't know, they seem fine. They're definitely consumable cards. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. I'm out of here. I'm not spending money on that at the moment. Let's get Slurred Speech and Tipsy for 10 resolve. Let's find out what this does. Those are in my... okay, so I have basically a curse. Oh, it's removed upon sleep. Cool. In my combat deck, and I have a curse in my negotiation deck, and both of them are removed upon sleep. Gotcha. So probably we're meant to do that like as the last action of the day or whatever. Plocka the Swab or Endo. You meet Plocka the Swab. Evening Grifter. Customers late on their payments to Plocka the Swab. Time to make them pay up. Fish said you're looking for some hired muscle. Plocka the Swab looks you up and down. You feel like an Oshnu on market day. Yes, you'll do. Wait, do for what? What is the actual job? You just need to stand behind me and look intimidating. You can handle that, right? Depends what's standing in front of you. Don't worry about that part. You do this job and I'll let you into the night market. Let's do it. The details are fuzzy, but I'm in. Excellent, let's go. I'll lead the way. Plocka the Swab joins you. And what about my needs? I'm just supposed to flounder? Fish said you were the best. I'm going to remember this snub. You might have seeded an unwanted grudge, but there's nothing you can do about it now. Sir, this is a Wendy's. We have to go all the way over here? Such a long way. Look at this sweet house with like the purple lights. Pretty cool. It's not... Looking at this at first, I thought this was like a very built up city, but now that I look at it, it's actually like just a few buildings and lots of like trees and vegetation and stuff. I thought the vegetation was all like skyscrapers, but no, it's like a little town sort of thing. Gotcha. Plocka the Swab opens the door to a nondescript hovel and ushers you through. Say nothing, Sal, until I tell you to say something. I was just looking for you. The graft you sold me, it stopped working. The graft I so graciously extended credit for you to buy, I disabled it when you fell behind in your payments again. I can pay, I have the money. It's too late for that. I'm losing money just taking the time to talk to you. I'm gonna need the graft back. But it's installed. They don't just come out unless you cut them out. You can't make me do that, please. I wouldn't dream of asking you to do that to yourself, which is why I brought my friend here. Sal, extract the graft from Herbla, if you please. 40 resolve? Oh shit. I don't know if we can win that. Opponent has plus 20 resolve, bad for business. Okay, that's cool. I'll extract it. I mean, that was my job, right? I don't know. I'm sorry, but this is my job. Christino, thanks very much for the 2 months. Ogbomo show to you as well. Try not to move. I'll try to make this as painless as possible. You monster! You hack into Herbla's flesh, searching for the graft. It takes a while. You eventually find it and dig it out. The last biomechanical tendril pulls out with a sickening pop. Herbla survives the process barely. I won't forget this. Good job, Sal. I was worried for a moment that you might have a conscience. Nope. That's fine. Here, take it. Herbla hates you. You've incurred her fury and will likely face the consequences. Whispered rumors. Opponents start with an additional argument each negotiation. Uh-oh. Nah, you earned it. Keep it. Buster. Whenever you break defense with an attack, apply 2 bleed and gain 4 defense. Oh, that seems sick. That seems like insanely good early on. We're a battler. We battle now. Awesome. Smork. Now that tinkles. Ha, you could at least have washed it off first. Oh my. Okay. So this is if social distancing is here, we're not in this room, that's for sure. And as now promised, I'll show you the way to the market. Block of the Swamp has asked you to take them to the night market. Let's do it. Is it hot? Pretty modest. People don't come here for the ambiance. They come here for the goods they can't get anywhere else. Block of the Swab now likes you and will offer you discounts on her shop. Alright. And your shop is there. Block of the Swab is tuning up one of her black market grafts. I keep telling you, these grafts are made for someone of your talent. Negotiation grafts. For 75 shills, I can gain 6 max resolve. For 150 shills, all friendly arguments come into play with 2 bonus resolve. If I had 225 shills, at the start of every negotiation, improvise a 0-cost card from your deck. Okay. None of those seem as good as the combat graft seemed like it was, but I haven't actually fought a combat, so maybe I'm overestimating how good it is. At the start of each combat, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many new cards. Gain 3 temporary power on the 3rd, 6th, and 9th turn of combat. Draw 3 extra cards at the start of every turn. At the end of your turn, take 1 damage for every card in your hand above 3. Oh, that seems like it would be insane. Like later on in the run, once you had enough energy to play cards. That seems like it would be so good. Okay. There are other vendors here too. Well, hold on. I want to see what it costs to add more graft slots. I can drill you a new slot, but I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna hurt like hell. 75 shills, lose 15 HP. Oh man. Okay. And I start with 3 of each, but I got 1 as a whale bonus basically. What does Rake have? You're gonna train me something. Oh, you let me remove a card. Alright. And then there we have a bunch of battle cards. Hemorrhage. Apply 3 bleed, then deal damage equal to target's bleed. That could be pretty sweet with our augment. It applies bleed. Something like Sino Trainer would be good with that. It's gonna take me a while to get the actual Griftlands names for these things down. What are these called? Grafts, right? Just want to call them relics. It's too bad they're not displayed like on the screen, right? I have to open this up to see them. That's one thing that I love about the interface in Spire is it, like anybody who's watching, or me, if I just need to see stuff, you can just always see like a picture of everything that's going on just by looking at the screen. Basically all the time you can see it. Combo points are accumulated until they are spent by a finisher. Lose half of your combo whenever you take unmitigated damage. It's fun. Seems to be lots of menuing in the game. Well, it's because I'm menuing very slowly, I think, largely. It's because I don't know what's available to me yet, sort of thing. Do you sell me pets? I could sell meatloaf for 100 shills? Nice to see the wild yote. Relentless scavengers. Nature's ultimate survivors. Almost nothing can stop them except for lasers. You can only have one pet? Oh no. What is the wild shrooglet? This is a juvenile shrook. Okay. Of course it is. A deadly behemoth. Regularly seen in the more civilized parts of Avaria. Apex predators. Sure. Upgrade meatloaf. Cards. What are these cards? These are battle cards. They are consumable battle cards. Right. So we have combat stuff, graft stuff, pet stuff, and negotiation stuff. Oh, but you charge me more. Right. Of course you do. I wonder if later on in the run we get reasons to have both hostile and influence in our deck. Because, like, starting out, it seems like you're pushed toward having one or the other pretty heavily. I'm going to remove 2 cards, I think. So I'm going to remove my 0 experience fast talk. There are probably like some enemies against whom a certain... Oh yeah, we fought against an enemy already, where every time I played a hostile card, they gained 1 damage on all of their attacks. So against them, you'd want to use negotiation instead, or diplomacy or whatever. Right, I remember that happening now. And then I also wanted to remove a combat card. Apply 4 defense. I haven't even played with this deck yet. But I have a relic. Just get rid of elbow stabs. They don't seem great. Elbow strikes, rather. Oh, they upgrade faster than the other ones, though. That's interesting. So it's like a slightly less exciting card, but it upgrades in 4 plays instead of 6. Cool. I think I like the upgrade stuff right now. I'm curious, like, as I get better at the game, if I will get to a point where I feel like I can really abuse that, though. Like, upgrade everything in the deck early on and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Haven't really played enough of the game to have any idea, right? So Grex wants to give me a draw 3, which I can use once. We could check out more jobs from fish. We could check out this market, but I'm sort of low on money. We could train our pet. It could be fun. It seems like, other than checking out new quests from fish, let's go train our pet. That could be cool. Don't know what that does yet. You arrive at a clearing in the woods that isn't too overgrown with wild brush, and Meatloaf takes off to roll around the grass. Cute. We could play with Meatloaf, which gives us resolve and fully heals, or we can increase Meatloaf's health and damage, and Meatloaf will help in negotiations once trained. Awesome. We put together an impromptu obstacle course from branches and dead trees, leading to a dummy made from putrid mulch. Up and over, that's right, low to the ground now, real quiet now, sick. Grrr. Meatloaf's max health increased by 10, base damage increased. Meatloaf is a trained yote. Can I... When I looked at Meatloaf the first time, I felt like it was like there were many levels worth of Meatloaf. Like, I didn't think it was just 2. I thought there were quite a few. Reading whispered rumors, and that doesn't do anything. But opponents start with an additional argument. Sure. All right. Any more leads? It's late when you get back to the Grog and Dog, but you can spot trouble even before you step onto its porch. Is this like going to be an act boss, sort of? End of the day sort of thing? You slip quietly behind an overturned table before anyone notices. I hear you've been asking after my bounty, but you're out of the game, fish, so you must be asking for someone else. I don't hold it against you, but whatever hunter you're hiding, you need to hand them over. There's no hunter here, Cascio, but we both know that won't stop you from being a mudsucker. I have a business to run, same as you. There was a time when you respected that. The slimy underside of Caccio's voice is enough to draw you out of your hiding spot, blade at the ready. Blades! Don't be so smug, Cascio. Nobody gets a bounty like yours without enemies. Sal, you're the hunter? I'd have thought that Derek would have beaten the spirit out of you. The offshore Lumen platform and the indentured laborers who work there. It didn't have to be this way, Cascio. You could have bought me out at any time. I'd have forgiven you. With that look in your eye, I don't think so. Don't mistake this for condescension. I'm proud you made it off the derrick. I should have known you would. Excuse me if I don't stick around to see this done. It'll hurt too much to see you go down. Cascio tosses a fistful of shittles onto the soiled bar counter. For the damages, fish, if you manage to survive, it ain't nothing personal after all. Not even the floorboards creak as Cascio leaves. For a moment, her goons hang there, watching to see what you'll do. Go down quiet, hunter. I promise it'll be just like going to sleep. We can convince Ennet to help us. Ennet is the person who hates us. Didn't I make Ennet hate us? I don't remember. Attack Caccio's goon. Spark Baron's boss. Sparky. You cannot run from this fight once it starts. It's do or die. Yeah, there you go. Meatloaf is a trained yote, but it's only 2 stars out of 5. Let's see if we can maybe get help first. Ennet, you're the bouncer. I'm hired to keep ruffians out. Caccio's a class of her own. Vouch for you, Sal. Oh no, what's going on? Oh my god. So you have 30 health. Sal has a trained yote. Ha! My yacht hits you! Yes. All diplomacy cards deal match damage. I also have influence on turn 1, and I don't know why. You have whispered rumors. Sure, and double edge. Whenever Ennet deals damage, they gain composure equal to unmitigated damage. If Ennet's attack is fully mitigated, Ennet takes 3 damage. So we want to mitigate that incoming damage, I guess. Seems important. So what we could do this turn is we could fast talk oppress. Gives us dominance. Is there a reason? Does this show where it's attacking? This doesn't show where it's attacking. Oh. Unlucky. Doesn't that make like the defense cards really bad? I wonder. We'll find out what happens at the end of this turn, because this is the first turn I've played, I think, where I have a bunch of different things that might get attacked. Oh, does it say up here? No, it says up here what you're attacking. Okay, never mind. 4 and 1 to 5. Gotcha. So if I were to go here, here, I just got dominance. Count times 1. Hostility cards deal an additional 1 damage. Sure. And then I block here. That keeps that alive. All diplomacy cards continue to deal max damage. And I end my turn. My yacht hits you for 2. That takes 1. And you made yourself crafty, so your intents and target previews are hidden. I am not convinced that that does anything right now. Combat looks kind of complicated. I think that it gets less crazy. I have in my draw pile a Visionary Wind. I would like to draw that right now. Are there hotkeys, by the way, for this? Let's check out if there are hotkeys. Looks like no. If there are, I don't know what they are. I mean, there are definitely some. Like, there's one for dialogue. I wonder if our like relics always show up here. So when you were in combat, you would be able to see the relics that were relevant. Okay, so let's just threaten you, get rid of that, so I can see what you're doing. You took 2 because I killed one of your side arguments. Gotcha. Now I can see where you're attacking. I can block that, and this upgrades this as well. And then I can hit you with a low blow. And that's my turn. Oh, interesting. That has 5. So maybe I didn't even need to block that. Do I have like 2 block cards or anything? I sure don't. So I'm about to take a lot of damage. I don't have anything in my discard. So I think what I might just do is just smork, and we take damage this turn, but win next turn. Oh, but you gain block for every unmitigated damage you deal. That's a bit of a problem. What's my draw pile look like? I have 3 block cards in there. That's like the worst draw possible, I think, unfortunately. Because I needed to draw that next turn to remove Composure next turn. I'm gonna fast talk so that it upgrades. Alright. So you deal... Wait. How come when you killed my side argument, it didn't deal extra damage to me, but when I kill your side arguments, it deals extra damage to you? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. We'll work that out at some point, probably. Let's just grab extra experience on Sal's Instincts, which I have not been doing a very good job of. Upgrading. Gain 2 influence. Okay, so this is a ×3 now, which does something, but I don't remember what. We'll work that out soon too. And we block. When I fully block, you actually take 3 damage. So this turn, you're going to hit yourself. And now this turn, I should be able to win. We got stuff coming in. I can definitely win though. I think what I want to do is I want to like threaten first. And now because I needed to get 3 to be able to confidently play a press as well, but I can play fast talk. Should I just quick thinking? I want to get experience. That got me experience on another card, I guess. Let's go press upgrades instead of fast talk as well. Oof. Choose one of 3 negotiation cards. Negotiation upgrades available. We have an upgrade on fast talk. We can upgrade that to spend 1 influence. This card costs 3, costs 0 to play. Oh, we can make it an Iron Wave. Please and thanks for this help. I'll show to you as well. I feel like Iron Wave is good here. Let's try that. And deflection's better. Restore 5 resolve and apply 5 composure and then destroy it. So you can like get this out of your deck. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know if I want that, but that's so cool. I'm enjoying this game. I just looked at the time and it's been like an hour and a quarter already. I'm planning to play this for 90 minutes a night every day for the next week. So far it looks really sweet. So I'm gonna grab... draw a card because I have the upgraded Visionary Wind, which seems like it really likes me to be able to draw lots of cards, was my idea. Okay, so I successfully negotiated. Oh, these already have experience on them for some reason. Spend 2 influence to apply 8 composure. Okay, I think that might be the first time I've seen, like, second time I think, that I've seen a reason to have influence. Brainstorm draws me 3 cards. Seems pretty good. How does this upgrade? Draw 3 cards and gain 2 composure. I like drawing lots of cards, I think. Gonna make me do your job for you? Nah, I guess not. Alright. And it steps up to your side, ready to defend the Grogan dog. Better late than never, you suppose. Defend yourself. This is our first fight. Let's get this over with. You have how much health? You're about to fight for the first time. Would you like to see a quick tutorial? You can review it at any time from the pause menu. Yes.
Each turn, you draw 5 cards from the draw pile and use action points to play them.
Sure, sure.
You can win a battle by killing all of your opponents or by making them surrender. Enemies will surrender when their health dips below their panic threshold. Killing enemies may have diplomatic consequences. You can preview what your enemies and allies will do on their next turn. Your allies all act before your enemies.
Alright. So I have 53 health. My friends have 28 and 71 health. My enemy intends... Let's read this stuff. Boss Sparky will panic after receiving 85 more damage. Attack card damage is increased by 1. Jaracle's Instinct. Gain 1 power at the start of battle. This is a species boon. I can't see what you're intending to do. Am I dumb? Gain 1 power at the start of battle. This is a species boon. Am I dumb? Maybe I'm dumb. Let's improvise a card. Apply to bleed. Draw a card, discard a card, expend 1 power. Hey, we like having 1 power for the rest of the battle, I'm pretty sure. Let me backstab you. And we end turn. Okay. Oh, the things above my character's head were not what they were planning to do. They were the damage they were about to receive. I'm so confused. So... you're going to status affect yourself somehow. But I don't know how. You are making attack card. I have 4 defense in my hand. You're making attack cards deal 2 more damage. You are healing targets. You are gaining power. Okay. So I'm going to elbow strike you, I guess. And I'm going to defend twice. Because why not, I guess. I'm going to end turn. Come get me, I dare ya. Defend. Damage is removed from defend before health. Sure. And you're doing something to buff yourself again, but I don't know what again. And you're bleeding. You have counter. Deal 3 damage back to the enemy when hit. And you're charging your weapon. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I have piercing that goes through your block. Hammer grip gains me 2 combo. Saber grip applies to bleed. Let's apply 2 more bleed. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Let's look at this nonsense. I'm just gonna hold on to this for the next time I draw it, I think. Hit you again. Oi! I backstabbed you. Shouldn't be able to do that. No! My friend? Oh my god. That's going to kill you. Okay. So... we should probably defend the doggo in some way. I drew all of my defensive cards again? I'm confused. I guess I don't have that many cards in my deck. Alright. It's taking 18 and has 11 health, so to keep it alive, I presumably have to defend it twice. I'm taking 24 myself. Whatever, we smork. And end turn. This turn, you're bleeding, you're just hitting us for 7 each. So far I'm okay with that. Drawing cards doesn't seem like it really does much, does it? I think I can just win now though. Unless I maybe get really unlucky on damage rolls or something, I don't know. I only have to deal 8. And that was 6, and then elbow strike does it. Okay. Have mercy. We can accept surrender, or we can kill target surrendered enemy. Oh shit. Oh shit. I have no mercy. You tried to kill my dog. Meatloaf has left the party? Oh, I thought... No! You did kill my dog, sort of. I wouldn't have bothered stopping it from taking lethal damage if I knew it was leaving. New battle card, Sparky's Oppressor Cell. Gain 3 power until the end of your turn and expend. We got a flex. Pick a negotiation card. Target argument loses to resolve. You gain to resolve. Oh, so that's like a permanent heal. Improvise 1 random hostile card. It costs 0 until played. Draw 1 card. Return the next card you play to your draw pile. Seems like it could be good if we're going for some sort of infinite thing. Which we might be. I don't know, I haven't worked that out yet. Battle card. Dagger throw is piercing damage. Ability, whenever you apply bleed, heal 1. Emophage. Seems like a very expensive healing sort of thing now. Gain 2 defense per combo. Regain your spent combo next turn. Okay, just take a dagger throw. You're starting to get a reputation for violence. Gain a negotiation card. Unstable. Draw a card, play it with a random target, and expend. So that's... Does that mean I can like hit myself in the face? I wonder if my cards can target me. Probably, right? Maybe. I don't know. It's like a graft reward. Is our boss relic sort of thing? Boss negotiation graft. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Oh, so we're like going to act 2 with 4 actions now. Gotcha. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1 until played. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. All hostile cards deal 50% less damage. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. When installed, 2 random people will hate you. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1 until played. Let's try out this one. Well, that chucked a rotten oyster, but we've been through worse, and we're both still standing. What's done is done. The fire's only good if it stokes the engine, kid. I should have gone for Casio as soon as I arrived. Now you're dragged into it too. None of that. You've got a bit of grit in your eye. You'll wink it out once you get some sleep. I got a room set up for you in the back. With Casio gone, the few patrons that remain return to their drinks, them that weren't spilled anyway. Okay. Rest to regain your strength is our active objective. Fish didn't get to the top of her field by indulging her wounds. She barely flinches as she spit shines an old mug. I bet your blood's boiling, kid, but we survived the day. Cool your feet, get some rest, and we'll come up with a plan in the morning. Rest in the back, go to your room. Change into another of Sal's outfits? I'll just pop into my room. Change outfit. What should I wear today? Me deciding whether or not to wear a hoodie while I stream. Well, I could wear a hoodie, or I could wear a hoodie. Okay. Rest in the back. Good night's rest can't hurt unless I wake up dead, that is. Cassia won't come back on my watch. The back's barricaded and the front has me. Good night, kid. She leads you through a curtain behind the bar, nodding towards a cozy room at the back. Room unlocked. You've unlocked a new character with a whole new story and location with unique cards and gameplay. Give it a try when starting a new run. Playing Rook doesn't delete your progress with Sal. Your bed calls to you. That night you dream you're a kid again, with the mud up to your armpits and your friend Prindo laughing at you. Go to sleep. Hey, hey, full heal! Alright. We have 4 people who like us, 1 person who dislikes us, and 1 new person who hates us. We got some battle cards, a lot of negotiation cards, and some grafts. And we're done. And it's day 2. Okay, so I think that was around about an hour and a half right on the dot. That was exactly an hour and a half, I believe. So this seems like an appropriate place to leave it. I know it took me an hour and a half to play that, but I felt like if I got to a point where I knew the game, that would be more like 10 to 15 minutes of gameplay probably. That was definitely, like, if you're not actually reading the text in the exchanges and know where the different things you want are in terms of menus and know what the cards do and don't have to read everything over and over again. That seemed very equivalent to playing an Act 1 of Spire. You can definitely see the parallels. I'm going to be playing Griftlands after Slay the Spire every day this week. So today I played like 7.5 hours of Spires and then switched over for an hour and a half of this, and that's going to be basically the plan. I've been getting pretty late starts to streams. I apologize for that. My sleep has just been an absolute mess for the last like 3 days. Yeah, it sucks, but whatever. But I will like ping you on Discord when I go live and stuff like that, and also try to let you know about what time I'm planning to switch over to Griftlands if you wanted to see more of this. I'm pretty excited about the game. It looked great. Probably the only complaint I have about it so far is it would be really cool if on this screen I had like pictures of the grafts that I have available to me. That's like a tiny interface complaint. That's a thing that I think that Spire does incredibly well. But it's not like it's unusual for games to not have interfaces as good as Spire, because Spire has one of the best interfaces of any game I've ever played. And then the experience system for cards is something that I'm interested in exploring a little bit more. Because I wonder still if maybe you can like try to draw out fights a huge amount to get a lot of experience on your cards. So far though, it's felt really good, so I'm enjoying it so far.